Hi everyone, and welcome back. Sorry, I'm gonna be posting a bit late. I am still waiting on some certain emails and doing a bunch of stuff, so just all over busy and anxious and blah blah blah. But we'll be playing Witches Bound this time. I think the game is gonna take like 3 hours or something, under 3 hours. At least that's what most of the videos on YouTube are. But honestly, who knows with my reading speed, per usual. I checked the description out a little bit. Did I fucking understand anything? I was like half asleep, so guess we'll find out. Which episode A? Okay, sorry, I had to like turn my head like fully to fucking read that. That's a bit inconvenient. Oh, okay. Sorry, that took way too long of a second. I was like, huh? Where's the fucking hide? Oh, I hate that. I always hate typing effects. I really do. I always fucking hate those. I don't know if there's gonna be any music. ADHD? Oh. Oh my god. What? Oh, sorry. Fuck. Wait, okay. Sorry, that was... That took me by surprise. Holy shit. I think I saw a TikTok about that somewhere. Didn't know it was this fucking game. Darkness gives way to a glen where trees twist into the starry sky. Unfamiliar flowers with a faint inner light swaying in subtle wind. The air carries whispers. The ground is cool under bare feet, each step strangely familiar, as if my body remembers what my mind has lost. Suddenly, I hear footsteps behind me. I turn, heart racing, but strangely, I'm not afraid. Yet, a figure stands in the shade of the trees. I can't make out his face. Has this become a fucking popular term in like in visual novels? I'm getting concerned. Oh my fucking god, I'm always getting a heart attack. The single rough word pierces deep into the bone. Suddenly, smoke rises. Sorry, I was like, are my headphones crackling? I've had that happen before. Rather keep it from happening. Suddenly, smoke rises from the ground, curling around the glowing flowers before flames burst up around me. The scent of burning petals chokes the air, heat crushing it. As everything fades to black, a voice follows me down. Distant at first, then right against my ear. Let's see where your choices will lead you this time, little witch. I wake up to darkness, the fading traces of a dream slipping just beyond my reach. Something about flowers or fire or... The details slip through my fingers like water. You were talking in your sleep again. His voice comes from somewhere across the room. I don't bother looking. I know he'll show himself when he feels like it. Did I say anything interesting? Just the usual nonsense. Though you did mention something about a princess this time. I hope it wasn't about yourself. I threw my pillow in the general direction of his voice. Shut up, Tiz. Tisker. What the fuck? Careful with the violence, princess. The alarm cuts through our banter. It's ringing, making me whines. 7 a.m. I drag myself to the bathroom under the morning's familiar weight. The mirror reflects a tired stranger in the dark, with dark circles and tangled hair. A far cry from any princess, or whatever that dream was trying to say. Tisker... I'm sorry, what the fuck? Okay, now we get music. Okay, now we get background music. What the fuck? Tisker materializes on the sink counter, all looking like a black puddle of smugness. Oh, it's a cat! Okay, that makes sense. That makes way more sense. Just gonna check off my notifications. You look terrible. Thanks for the morning sass, Tiz. Just what I needed. He stretches lazily, taking up more space than a cat his size should. Honesty is a virtue. That's what familiars are for, right? Okay. Turn the volume down a little bit for my own sake. Pretty sure familiars are supposed to be helpful. I am hoping. Someone's gotta keep you grounded. I whines as I run my fingers through my tangled hair. Just keep the floating to a minimum while you're here. I don't need the landlady thinking I adopted a pet. Pet? Me. I am a being of ancient power and mystic knowledge. Ancient power that still demands tuna I barely afford. The fuck you holding up your middle finger at me for? I squeeze toothpaste onto my brush and start brushing my teeth. The routine motion a weak anchor against the dream's lingering unease. That voice from the dream still lingers at the edge of my mind. Let's see where your choices will be this time. My hand stills. Tiskers tilts his head, his gaze sharpens. You're thinking too hard again. I spat into the sink, the white foam swirling down the drain. Taking the minty taste, but not the mental residue. Huh? Okay, now I'm very... That sentence, like, Cupping hands under the tap, the cold water provided a brief, shocking comfort. It felt important. In my dreams, someone called me princess. It felt important. Important. I don't know. Sounds like a weird dream to me, just like the rest. At the end, there was a voice. It said something about choices? Choices, huh? Spooky. Well, don't let it get to your head, kid. No, that was weird. I don't know how to do that. I think he's like stretching, probably, still thinking about your little escape. I'm not escaping, I'm just... chasing destiny? Or are we on a dumbass level freedom quest? And you're an expert on freedom and destiny now. I'm an expert on watching you tie yourself in knots over it. Big gestures snap. Small, quiet steps bend the lock. I roll my eyes and start brushing my hair. Okay, expert, what's the small, quiet step against my mother? Okay, I need to turn this fucking ADHD thing off. It's distracting me. You You stop playing the piece. You stop playing the piece she wrote. Words on your side, friction on hers. I'm pressing. My brush paused mid-stroke. Wards? What kind of wards? The kind that slip into tea? One accident with something from her own poison collection, and suddenly you're an orphan with a very nice library. You're talking about poisoning her? That's not a small step, that's murder! You can't be serious. Can I? I just gave you a permanent solution. Honestly, if you just relax a little, things would be a lot more interesting. He stretches again, graceful and languid, as always. Stressing or completely out of control? Oh, interesting or completely out of control. I can read. Out of control is interesting. A little chaos never hurt anyone. Well, not anyone we care about. You're such a pain. Ah, you wound me. I'm just expanding your options. I would have been the familiar of some I could have been the familiar of some bold, thrill-seeking sorceress, causing chaos in the name of magical progress. But no, I'm stuck with the one who won't cast a spell without a good reason. Okay. I'm starting to think you're more trouble than you're worth, Liz. Oh, stop being dramatic and just get ready. Yes, a wise one. See you at the cafe. He disappears, probably off to terrorize every bird in the neighborhood. Tisker makes it easy to forget he's a familiar and not some weird talking cat. I give the mirror one last look, straightening my shoulders. Okay. The morning crowd parts around me along the hallway as I make my way to class. I keep my head down, counting step, measuring breaths. Just make it to class. That's all I need to do. Well, well, look who it is. I'm assuming it's a girl. My shoulders tense before I even see her. Yeah, I was right! Okay, hold on. I need to get one of my fidgets, I feel like. Sure, the screen thing was distracting, but, I got a pair of, I got a keycap fidget that's, silent. I actually, texted somebody about it because, or like one of my mentors about it because, apparently me fiddling with an actual, like, clicky one is annoying. For some people. The hallway falls silent. The strange kind of silence where no one's watching, but everyone's watching. Still trying to play invisible, little mouse? She moves closer, deliberate and slow, like a cat toying with its prey. The students press against their lockers, setting the stage without a word. Careful, Angie. If you crowd her too much, you might pass out. Cry. Oh my god, keep your head up. I keep my head down, counting my breaths. Focus on the rhythm. In and out. Come on, Blake. Still behind that sad little act? She smirks, lingering just long enough to see if I'll give her the reaction she wants. It's almost impressive. You really think you can just walk around like nothing's wrong? Her hand moves fast, the strap of my bag catching on her perfectly manicured nails. One sharp tug and my books hit the floor, scattering like fallen leaves. So clumsy. Her gaze flicks over me, her lips curling faintly. Honestly, does anyone even know she's around here? Her 2-month vanishing act last year, the most noticeable thing she's ever done. who the fuck is watching my life? I've actually done that. I fucking showed up to school first day in cosplay, then proceeded to fucking disappear for like 2 months. Everybody was like, who the fuck was that? Now that's how you make an impression while being depressed as shit. Stay silent. I'm just doing what I would do. I kneel, gathering my things in silence. Angie's boot lands on my chemistry notebook with a deliberate thud, her smirk practically radiating smugness. What? Too good to speak now? Her fingers grip my chin, forcing me to face my face up. There you are. I let her hold me, keeping my expression carefully blank. It's almost cute, you know. She purrs. Her voice soft, but heavy with smug satisfaction. Like a little mouse who knows exactly where she belongs. Her grip tightens, her nails pressing into my skin. The sting is sharp, just enough to leave a mark. Oh my god! Good girl. Makes things so much easier for everyone. She releases me with a satisfied chuckle and brush off her skirt. Playing dumb won't save you. You know exactly why this is happening. Her clothes are so cheap. I could never wear something like that. I hope you're not waiting for someone to save you. I'm going to make sure you remember exactly where you belong. Welcome back. She straightens up, and the two of them walk away, their laughter echoing. I gather my last notebook, boot print, a dark stain on the cover. The crowd disperse. Some look away, while others stare. Their pity is its own kind of humiliation. Here's the thing about Angie. She really thinks she's the hero of the story. I make it to my classroom without anything else happening. I sit alone near the back, hoping no one will notice me. The teacher keeps talking about some old piece of history. My desk is close to the window, far from the faint outline of a former student seated in the front row. His hand raised as if waiting to answer a question that was asked decades ago. His figure shimmers slightly, frozen in an endless loop. Most of them are like this, searching for something they can't find for decades. Look closer. Leo was a kid who aced history, but couldn't talk to people. Glasses, thrift store shoes, weirdly nice. He had a crush on this... Okay, I need to, like, move a little bit. My shoulders hurt already. I've been sitting playing Fields of Mistria for hours on end, so that could be why. He had a crush on this one girl who was actually decent to him. So when he found a note in her handwriting asking to meet him in the history wing, he went. Maybe he thought it's his movie moment, that his hard work paid off and he might have something good for once. But it was our boyfriend, the quarterback, and his friends. Their prank was just some shoves and punches to make him know his place. Just enough to make him cry. They didn't know about his heart condition, the pills he was supposed to take. By the time they stopped laughing, he was on the ground, and he wasn't getting up. His ghost is still here. You can see it. You can see him with his arm raised, like he's about to wave. Some rumors say people might see him in late autumn evenings. They say he's still trying to answer a question in class or some nerd shit. I doubt it. Maybe he's waiting to be chosen for once. even in his afterlife. Or maybe I'm making it too romantic and he's fishing for anyone to notice him. You'd be surprised how many innocent-looking ghosts are actually full of resentment and fishing for victims in very weird ways. Either way, I would not want to find out. He's harmless, otherwise. If I look close enough, he's kind of charming in a sad, forgotten library book sort of way. That seat he's in is not his place or anything. If I remember right, he only appears if there is an empty seat in the front row. I wonder why. Oh shit. Oh, I said that before I even read it! I just looked at him, and when he turned around, I was like, oh my god! The bell rings, jolting me back, and I'm the first one up. I grab my bag and head straight for the door. I've never been so grateful for the end of class. Ducking into the library, I found a table tucked away in the history section and sank into the chair, and the day's tension finally starting to fade. Hey. Oh. Okay, let me redo that. Hey. A soft, staticky voice whispers right into my ear. My blood runs cold. I freeze, every muscle aching to move, but my body won't listen. My eyes stay locked on the shelf labeled Ancient Civilizations. Hello? Hey, you. The quiet girl in the back. An eye twitch is the only sign I give. I slowly pull a random notebook from my bag and open it, pretending to read with intense focus. You were looking at me in class. I saw you. A faint cold spot forms beside my shoulder. He's leaning in. You see me, don't you? Most people don't. My fingers tremble as I turn a page with a loud rustle. Anything to pretend I'm still in control. Community work tomorrow, huh? Lucky me. The cold spot at my shoulder spreads, a patch of winter refusing to fade. Okay, I get it. The strong, silent treatment. Very mysterious. A faint smell of ozone tickles my nose as I hold my breath. Witchy. Oh, okay, hello! Creepy. He is suddenly right in my face. So close, I can see the dead white veil across his eyes. Keep ignoring me and I'll kiss you. I refuse to even blink. It's a battle of wills now. He's trying to get a rise out of me. You don't mind, do you? Since you don't see me anyway. Damn it, he's actually getting closer. Ah, okay, hello. No. No. Hey. Come on, baby. Give up. His lips are so close, I can feel the chill off them on my own. My mind screamed. A rush of panic about spiritual possession and the sheer unacceptable weirdness of it all. Continuing to ignore him seems to guarantee he'll just keep harassing me. Slap him? When his cold nose brushes against mine, something in me snaps. It isn't courage, it's pure what the hell is wrong with you irritation. A frustrated swatting motion sends my hand flying on pure instinct. My palm connects with a shocking solid smack against something cold and unyielding. You'd think it could go straight through him. And it would, for most. But I'm still a goddamn witch, and the touching ghost spell is about as basic as they come. Working on little more than a few mental words and the right amount of imagination. For half a second, my brain refuses to process it. Until a distorted yelp of genuine surprise answers. Ow. What the? The cold presence jerks back. I stare at the empty space I just slapped, eyes wide. I finally found my voice, low and seething, a tingling palm proof of the impact. What is wrong with you? You just don't... Okay, wait, hold on. Let me redo that. What is wrong with you? You don't just try to kiss people. You spectral pervert. Hold on, I wanna try and redo that. 1 second. What is wrong with you? You don't just try to kiss people, you spectral pervert. I kind of want to get into voice acting, to be honest. I did audition, like, recently for something, but it seems like they never contacted me afterwards, so... A beat of stunned silence hang between us. Is he pouting? You hit me! Try it again. The words snap out, all fear buried under a mountain of irritation. And I'll find a salt shaker. He bursts out laughing, bright, unbothered, like he's already forgotten I just slapped him. I knew you saw me. You could have said something sooner. Ghosts are dangerous. Well, not all, just most. A flat stare is all he gets in return, the most unimpressed look I can muster. Okay, I get it. So, what's your name, witchy girl? Leave me alone. The words come out as a mutter, more of a plea than a real threat. Nice to meet you. Leave me alone. My name is Leo. A long, weary sigh escapes me before I can stop it. Blake. My name is Blake. Aw, is leave me alone your middle name? Stop messing around. But you're the first person to really look at me, in 2 months. Last time was when I scared the shit out of a cheerleader. Such a charming little thing. I shoot him a glare sharp enough to cut glass. What? I'm already dead. Might as well mess around. So you're an actual witch, right? You touched me. Basic spell. Some spirits use touch through to their advantage. Being able to touch the untouchable is a basic skill. You raise his brows, clearly impressed, or pretending to be. Ooh, I like that. So, can you make me solid? Just for a bit? He flashes a hopeful grin, all boyish charm and bad ideas. I miss touching stuff. And people. Especially people. Absolutely not. Why not? Don't you want to help a poor, tragic ghost find peace? His voice dips with fake sweetness, like he's auditioning for pity. And why exactly do you want to touch people? Well, I mean, to help people? Especially, people with skirts. Oh, I'm gonna punch the living shit out of him for a second time. I'm not sure what face I'm making, but judging by the twitch in my jaw, it's probably not far from a glare. I swear, his personality alone is aging me. Okay. God, you're no fun. Well, you're supposed to be a tragic ghost. A certain silence hangs between us. He goes quiet. like I've hit a nerve or pulled the rug from out under him. I can't tell which. Tragic? Why would I be tragic? I blink, caught off guard by how genuinely puzzled he sounds. The story that you were bullied, got a fake note from your crush, and died of a weak heart? For a second, his eyes widen behind his glasses before a slow, mischievous grin spreads across his face. Let me guess, he was harassing a girl and a bunch of guys decided to beat him up for it. Wait, that's what they think? That I'm some tragic loser? He leans in again, his voice dropping into a conspiratorial whisper. The girl wasn't a girl my age. She was my history teacher. With you know. He makes a vague cupping gesture near his chest. I'm gonna beat this man up. I'm gonna beat this kid up. I don't care that he's a ghost. I will beat the living shit out of him! And she didn't stand me up. Oh, quite the opposite. The heart thing? Well, let's just say it was the best death a guy could ask for. Okay. I'm done. I'm not here. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, no. Nuh-uh. Absolutely not. Weirdo. Me no likey. Bye-bye. All I can do is stare. My mouth slightly open. That was definitely not the story I heard. You died from hormonal overload? A worthy cause. Way better than your version. That's disgusting. Is it? I call it a happy ending. Literally. That infuriatingly smug grin again remains plastered on his face. My eye twitches so hard it almost hurt. You're a pervert. A goddamn pervert. And you're a scaredy cat. We all have our crosses to bear. I sigh. Start gathering. I was just gonna move the mic, I'm sorry. I was literally just gonna move the mic like a smidge. Proceeds to fucking fall off the desk. I sigh. Start gathering my things. Anything to signal done with this conversation. Very entertaining, but I have my next class. I'll be leaving now. Oh, sure. Run away from me like everyone does. He lets out a dramatic, theatrical sigh. By the way, why is your hand always up? Simple. First, if I just sit there, people might not notice me. A raised hand? Instant attention. Second, every ghost needs a thing, a pattern, something that sticks. Like the girl from The Ring, climb out of the TV, freak people out, boom, instant recognition. Makes it easier to mess with people, make them think they're losing it. He sounds almost proud of it. And why would you do that? For a heartbeat. He doesn't answer. A playful spark in his eyes fade, leaving something sharp. You're surprisingly stupid for a witch. The air thickens, heavy and wrong. I don't even realize I'm backing away until I'm halfway to the door, moving faster than I intended. Okay, after class. The final bell rings and I'm out the door before the sound fades. The afternoon sun feels too bright and warm, completely out of place with the day I've had. I glance at my watch. There's just enough time to catch the bus to work. On the ride, I lean against a cool glass, watching the city blur past in streaks of color and sound. The cafe wasn't far, but it feels like another world compared to the cold atmosphere of my school. Stepping off the bus, I take a deep breath. The air smells faintly of coffee, warm, grounding. The small space greets me with its usual quiet charm. My fingers trail lightly along the counter as I walk toward the back. A wilting fern on the counter catches my eye. Gently brush the fern's leaves. I reach out, brushing its leaves. Under my touch, the plant's leaves seem to lift as if waking up. At least you don't mind having me around. The plant feels warm, alive, beneath my fingers. I let my hand linger for a moment before pulling away. I slip into the back room to change to my uniform. I swear to God, if I have a callus right here, I'm going to lose it. Ew. Or is it a callus? Shit. Fuck. Dang it. Oh, yeah. The familiar routine calms me. The hum of the coffee machines, the clatter of cups and quiet murmur of voices helps me relax. I'm smoothing down my apron when I hear a familiar voice. Ah, Blake. Oh my God! Why is Siri talking to me? That scared the living shit out. Why are you here? Shut up. Oh my God. Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. Ah! Jesus. Ah, Blake. You look drained. How's the school treating you? Same old teenage drama? It's nothing. Just... What's that under your jaw? Damn it, of course he'd notice. Let me guess. Little Miss Perfect Claw, Angie, right? It's not a big deal, Tis. Just a scratch. Just a scratch, she says. His voice is dry, laced with sarcasm, but his eyes narrow. His usual amusement giving way to something sharper. Barely there, but still annoying. You know, if you just let me deal with her, this wouldn't have happened. Tis, I'm not cursing anyone. That's kind of too late for that. I've already done that. I was about to say twice. No, that's not it. I've done it once. And as far as I can see, it's fucking effective as shit. Damn. Well, not a curse, more like a hex. Anyway. He pulls back with an exaggerated sigh, sitting down and wrapping his tail around his paws. You're not fun, you know that? Here I am, a being of ancient power, and I can't even teach one petty human a lesson. I'm fine. Tisker's glowing... Oh, fuck. Pause. Rewind. Play. Tisker's golden eyes narrow further. You say that like it matter... Oh, fuck. You say that like it makes it true. But one day, Blake, you'll have to decide whether keeping the peace is worth letting people walk all over you. It's not that simple. He just sighs with frustration. Clearly, my way of handling things isn't something he approves of. Forget about high school drama. You'd better watch yourself. That old witch has her eyes and ears everywhere. You know, Tis. And don't skip on your protections. You never know when some wayward spirit decides a little witch makes a good snack. I smile as he walks away with his usual air of importance. Some days, Tisker feels like the most constant part of my life, and somehow that feels reassuring. Grabbing a notepad and pen, I step out to take orders. The evening passes with a steady rhythm, scribbled requests, quiet conversations, and the faint hiss of milk steaming. Every so often, my eyes drift to the window, where the sky deepens into twilight and the street lights flicker on. Outside, the world feels distant, like it's just on the other side of a veil. For a moment, my thoughts wander. Excuse me. What would it like to be to just walk away? To leave it all behind and start fresh somewhere no one knows me? But the thought fades almost as quickly as it comes. I sigh, turning back to the counter. The espresso machine hums, filling the air with the warm grounding smell of coffee. I glance over at Tisker, I glance over at Tisker, who's already laying in his usual spot by the window, pretending to be just a cute, lazy cat. Don't you dare stick your tongue out at me, tiny little blep. I envy how easy it is for him to be normal. Hello? I click and it doesn't do shit. Even with his air of importance, he seems pretty silly. Though, you never know if he's having fun or playing with people around him, including me. I wonder if I'll ever figure it out. A shadow crosses the room, pulling me from my thoughts. I look up to see a new face. Someone who looks out of place here. He's tall, dressed in sporty clothes with red dyed hair. Oh, hello. Wait, hold on. He has a nose piercing. Septum. The natural blonde roots stretch far, almost halfway down, like it's been a while since he last bothered to touch it up. A few piercings glint as he moves, giving him a certain rebel vibe. He stands out for sure. He scans the room before choosing a seat by the window, away from the few other customers. My first instinct is to avoid him, but I can't ignore a customer. And he's already noticed me. I grab my notepad and walk over, slipping into my usual routine. Hi, what can I get for you? He looks up, and his eyes lock on mine. His eyes are sharp, and there's something searching in them. It catches me off guard, and for a moment, I feel exposed. The silence stretches just long enough to make me uneasy. Is everything alright? My voice wavers slightly, and I mentally cringe. Why is he looking at me like that? Do I look weird? Just black coffee. Thanks. His voice is low and rough around the edges. I nod, already turning to leave, but his next words stop me in my tracks. Have we met somewhere? My heart jumps. I don't think so. You sure? He leans forward slightly, because I could swear I'd remember. I say, when my face feels warm. Oh, wait. What did it say? That sentence was a bit clunky for me at the moment. I say then my face feel then feel my face warm. What? I wouldn't say it like that. That came out wrong. Or maybe exactly right. I'm not sure anymore. He's still watching me. A faint line between his eyebrows. I guess I'm just seeing things then. I hurry back to the counter, but I can feel his presence like a warm spot on my back. When I glance over, he's pulled out a notebook, writing something with quick, sharp motions. He plants near his table. Oh, fuck. The plants near his table are leaning toward him, just slightly. Like they're curious too. Tisker hops on the counter beside the coffee machine, his tail twitching. Why are you doing that face? He looks weird. I didn't see that clown around before. Tis, that's not nice. The bell chimes and June bursts through the door like a gust of fresh air. Her short, messy hair somehow looks intentionally styled instead of rushed. Yo! 7! You got here before me, huh? She throws herself into the chair across from him with the easy confidence of somebody who's never worried about taking up space. I find myself envying that sometimes. Blake, help me out here. Iced coffee? I'm dead after practice. Coming right up. As I start preparing your drink, Tisker is still on the counter beside me. His tail twitches as he stares at seemingly 7. Or is it 7? Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can fucking Google this. Okay. I have the schedule of a piercing shop open on my feed. Let's see. How to pronounce 7. And of course, there's a fucking ad before the YouTube video of pregnancy tests.
7. 7.
How the fuck would you say it like that? Alternative pronunciation. Okay, I'm just gonna say 7. It sounds like 7, like 7 from Mystic Messenger, which I find really fucking funny. And his tail twitches as he stares at seemingly 7 in a pretty obvious way. That one's different. You say that about everyone. No, this is something else, dumbass. Before I can question him, he hops off the counter and heads straight for June's table. There's my favorite cafe cat. Come here, handsome. She scratches under his chin, and he starts purring immediately. So much for his dignified familiar act. Still collecting strays everywhere you go. He doesn't look up from his notebook, but there's a faint trace of something almost tender in his voice. Says the guy who avoids any type of contact. No girl would ever want to get close to you with that grumpy act. Some of us have standards. From the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of something unusual, yet familiar. A pale, semi-transparent fox slipped between the tables at the back of the cafe. Its movements are fluid, cautious, its faint outline flickering like light through fog. It's a regular here, always appearing in the late afternoon, wandering between tables as if searching for something it lost long ago. They all do. I watch it move gracefully past tables, its form almost blending into the soft shadows. When it nears June and Seven's table, I force myself to look away until I notice his gaze shift, just for a split second, following this fox's path. I grip my notebook tighter, feeling the press of its edges dig into my fingers. I'm used to it. A faint presence that belongs to a world most can't see. But did he notice? Must be a coincidence. I glance at Seven again. He's back to focusing on his notes, his expression unreadable. Shaking off the thought, I bring their drinks to the table, setting them down with a polite smile. I didn't even take his order! Or am I? Oh, no, wait, he said, okay, I'm getting dementia. I forgot. He did say a black coffee. Thanks, Blake. Hey, we should hang out sometime. I know this great place downtown. I'm kind of busy lately. You're always busy. June, she's working. Stop being such a mood killer. She turns back to me. Oh, I didn't introduce you to. Seven's one of my closest friends. Nice to meet you. My name is Blake. Something flickers across Seven's face when our eyes meet. That same strange deja vu feeling hits me again. Seven gives a short nod. Same. His voice is flat, reserved. Wow, Seven. You're really selling yourself here. She's working. She doesn't need the full biography. June groans dramatically, rolling her eyes at him before turning back to me with a grin. Don't mind him, Blake. He's just like that. Always serious and antisocial. And you're always loud. He glances at me one more time before he turns his focus on to his notes. It feels like he's deliberately keeping his distance. I think you two will get along eventually. You are such a cutie. Even the plants are so much livelier since she works here. June. What? I'm just stating the truth. You're like the magical plant whisperer and an absolute sweetheart. Seven, don't you agree? I freeze, my eyes starting to Seven, who's now leaning back in his chair. His expression is unreadable, though there's a flicker of something amused in his gaze. I'll take your word for it. The nonchalant reply only makes my face burn hotter. June, stop. You're embarrassing me. June gasps, pressing a hand to her chest like I've just accused her of a crime. Me? Embarrass you? Never. I'm your biggest hype woman. I didn't ask for a hype woman. Too bad, because you've got one. I bury my face in my hands, willing the floor to open up and swallow me whole. You're unbelievable. June, stop that. Come on. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal? You just called me a plant whispering sweetheart in front of someone I just met. Exactly. If anything, I'm doing you a favor. I'm laying the groundwork. laying the groundwork for what? June waves her hand dismissively, as if the details are unimportant. Whatever you call it when storm clouds and sunshine collide. I'd like. Oh, fuck. I'd like two of my friends to get along. I peek at 7 through my fingers. Sunshine? Who even talks like that? And what makes me the storm cloud? Am I the villain here? I didn't say that. You didn't deny it either. 7 shrugs, his expression softening into something less tense. I'll take it. I've been called worse. But really, stop that. You're making people uncomfortable. So, how long have you two knowing? Oh, fuck. I can read. So, how long have you two known each other? Forever, basically. Since we were kids. He was far more cute back then, for the record. And you were just as nosy. 7's tone sounds irritated. June grins proudly, like it's a compliment. You see what I have to deal with, Blake? But don't let his act fool you. Deep down, he's a total softie. Loves animals, plays the guitar, even rescues kittens. 7 rolls his eyes, but there's a faint flush on his cheeks that he quietly hides behind the tips of his drink. With a sip of his... Oh, I can read! Oh my god. Yeah. I'm not tired. Shut up. And you're still nosy. I chuckle awkwardly and excuse myself to go on with my work. I make my way back to the counter, but not before casting one last glance toward the fox. It sits by the far window now, watching the scene with quiet eyes as it seems almost sad. I look over at 7, wondering for a moment if he really did see it. But his focus is elsewhere. The afternoon crowd has thinned out. My shift is almost over. June checks her phone, then stands stretching with a dramatic sigh. My turn. Go home and rest, Blake. You look tired. She bumps my shoulder lightly as she heads behind the counter. Seb, you're camping all night or something? The atmosphere is good for studying. But he's not looking at his books when he says it. Right. The atmosphere. There are actual libraries in the city, you know. And since when you're actually studying, you're annoying. Libraries don't work at this hour. Keep it up and you're not getting a refill. I slip into the back room to change. The weight of the shift heavy on my shoulders. Tisker circles my feet while I take off my apron. Do you think he noticed our permanent guest? I don't know. His tone is casual, but I catch the edge of curiosity in his voice. When I step back into the cafe, 7's gaze catches mine from across the room. See you around, Blake. I wonder if I should ask if he'll be around more? Or will that sound like I want him around? Would it be weird? Take care. Maybe I should keep it simple. I'm pressing the keypad. Nothing's happening. He's just another of June's friends after all. Take care. The words come out softer than I intended. I give a polite smile and adjust the strap of my bag. 7 glances at me, his expression unreadable at first, but then his gaze softens just a little. Always do. There's a quiet weight in his voice. Be careful on your way home. I nod, feeling the sincerity in his words, and turn to leave. I remember someone saying that the first meeting are full of these small moments that mean everything and nothing at all. Sounds silly. His presence remains steady behind me as I walk to the door. The sound of him settling back into his chair mixing with the gentle hum of the cafe. Seven's voice still follows me out to the evening air like a distant memory. The cafe fades into the background. Tisker reappears behind me. Tisker reappears beside me as usual, knowing that no one is there to see his sudden appearance. That boy. You should be careful. I thought you were done giving cryptic warnings. You're repeating yourself. You have an awful habit of ignoring me. I'm just keeping an eye out. You attract trouble like a magnet. You're insufferable. And you're blushing. Coincidence? Don't tell me that punk is your type. Yes, he is! I can already tell! Tis! He's just June's friend. Don't make it weird. But even as I say it, I can't shake the feeling that Seven might not be someone I should easily ignore. 20 minutes later, the walk home feels endless. My feet drag against the pavement, every step heavier than the last. The street lights are just starting to flicker on when I reach my door. I reach for my keys automatically, hand diving into my bag. Nothing. My stomach sinks. No. I dump everything onto the ground, paper scattering in the evening breeze. My hands shake as I dig through every pocket, pushing aside receipts and crumpled notes, desperation making my movements frantic. They have to be here somewhere. But they're not. The memory suddenly hits me. My books scattered across the hallway's floor. Angie's laughter echoing off the lockers. The keys must have fallen then. My legs give out and I slide down against the door, almost defeated. The rough wood catching at my sweater. The tears come hot and fast now, blurring the world around me. You're just not fit for it and never will be. Her voice echoes in my head. So clear, it feels like she's standing right there. The same smug certainty that used to make me feel so small. I press my palms against my eyes, trying to push the memory away, but it clings to me like smoke. Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm just fooling myself. The first drop of rain hit my shoulders, because of course it would rain now. A bitter laugh escapes my throat. Perfect. Just perfect. Footsteps approach, soft against the wet pavement. I don't look up. I can't bear to have anyone see me like this. Are you okay? The voice sounds gentle, concerned. When I finally lift my head, I see a young man watching me with worried eyes. Dark hair, light blue eyes, must be my housemate? I'd forgotten he was moving in today. Huh? Okay. Okay, several questions. Is your name Blake? I scrub at my face with my sleeves, mortified. My cheeks burn despite the evening chill. Yes, I am sorry. My laugh comes out shaky, and I hate how vulnerable I sound. The words seem to catch in my throat. This is probably not the best first impression. The guy crouches down beside me, enough to block some of the rain, not close enough that I feel not so close that it feels invasive. I can breathe. No need to apologize. What happened? I lost my keys. Probably at school. I gesture vaguely at my scattered belongings, watching as the rain starts to dot my papers. I thought I'd have to sleep out here. Pretty dramatic, huh? Hey, we all have those days. His voice is warm, but his gaze sharpens as it sweeps over my face. I feel it pause, lingering just a moment too long. My stomach tightens as I realize that he noticed. Looks like it wasn't just a rain giving you trouble. Before I can respond, his hand lifts slightly, pausing in the space between us. I freeze, caught off guard by his movement. My finger... Oh, fuck. No, not mine. His fingertips brush just below my cheekbone, grazing the faint scratch Angie's nail left behind. The touch is so light, I almost don't feel it. But the gesture is enough to send a shiver through me. This must sting. His voice is quiet now, low enough that it feels like it's meant only for me. His eyes meet mine steadily, searching for something. I pull back slightly, breaking the moment, and his hand drops to his side. Embarrassment burns in my chest. I rub at the scratch self-consciously. Sorry. He shifts back, giving me space, but there's something in his expression that makes my heart stutter. His smile is warm, genuine. Come on. Let me help you pick these up at least. He moves carefully, gathering my stuff with the gentleness that seems almost surprising. I watch his hand steady and sure as they rescue my books and notebooks. You don't have to. I know. He glances up at me through the rain, a small smile softening his features. I just want to. Something about those simple words make my breath catch. Water drips from his dark hair, and his sweater is starting to cling to his shoulders, but he doesn't seem to care. I have a spare key to the front door. At least you won't have to sleep in the rain. He stands and offers me his hand. I hesitate for just a second before sliding my palm against his. His grip is warm, and despite the chill, he pulls me up with careful strength. My legs feel steadier than I expected. How about some tea? You look like you could use a warm drink. For the first time today, something in my chest loosens. That would be really nice. Thank you. David! Sorry, that caught me off guard. In the description, it didn't say any names, which surprised me. It just said the sun and the moon, which I was like, okay, Taro, I see you. But what are their names? So, Seven and Damien. That feels like I'm getting whiplash in the type of naming, but thank you, Damien. Okay. I follow him into the kitchen, trying not to feel like an intruder in what's apparently now our shared space. For someone who just moved in, he acts like the place has been his forever. Make yourself comfortable. I'll get that tea started. The familiar domestic sound of the kettle filling and cups clinking fills the silence. I watch him move around the kitchen, unable to shake the strange feeling of familiarity. I'm Mrs. Hayward's nephew, by the way, though you probably heard. Yeah, she mentioned you were moving in. I just forgot. I sank into the couch, feeling the day's weight settle over me. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm shaking my leg up, like my leg is bobbing up and down because the plants the plants scattered around the room seem to perk up at my presence. Their leaves rustling softly. I should apologize again for all that. Not exactly how I plan to meet my new neighbor. I'm just gonna check so everything's recording. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. His laugh echoes through the room, warm and rich. Please, if anything, I got to play knight in shining armor. Great for the ego. He hands me a steaming cup, and I notice his eyes catch on the bruises dotting my hands. I'm pressing again, but nothing's happening. Bro. I'm wondering if my touchpad is starting to get a bit. Then again, this computer is old as shit, so. I quickly curl them around the warm ceramic. Should I avoid the topic? I feel like I could be honest with him, but I just met him. Avoid the topic. I'm just clumsy. I mumble it like the weak excuse it is. Clumsy, huh? His voice is soft, but there's something else there. Like he's waiting for me to crack. I grip my mug tighter. My eyes bounce around the room. Anywhere but those steel blue eyes that seem to read between the lines. It happens. Damien leans back, that infuriating half smile playing at the corner of his mouth. I gotta take a sip. He tilts his head, watching as I fidget with the hem of my sleeve. It's like he can see right through me, and honestly, it's freaking me out. Nothing wrong with being clumsy. Though next time, maybe consider furniture that's not out to get you. He's trying to joke, but I can tell he's not letting this go. Right? Ah! Oh my god! Can everyone stop saying the word? The word sends an unexpected shiver down my spine. Something in the back of my mind. Something stirs in the back of my mind. That damn feeling of deja vu. What did you... The house is quite lovely, isn't it? He seamlessly changes the subject. Okay, now I'm severely freaked out. Especially the plants. They seem livelier than I remember. Okay, this man is freaking me out. Me no likey. Me no like Jake. Run! There's something playful in his tone that makes my stomach flip. They just need a little care now and then. I used to spend summers here as a kid. Everything feels different now. His eyes find mine. Better, actually. His smile sharpens, catching me off guard. Though, I have to admit, Aunt Liz didn't mention my new housemate would be quite so young. I focus intently on my tea, watching the ripples form as my head trembles slightly. Oh, I'm in my final year of high school. Final year. He says it like he's testing the word. Most people your age are still at home planning college applications. It's complicated. I am. Well, it's complicated. Complicated, huh? There's a subtle pause as he leans back in the chair. The atmosphere shifts, growing just a bit tenser. Why would that be? I can feel the heat creeping up my neck, my mind scrambling to come up with an answer. It's like he can see right through me. Let me guess. He straightens up, resting his forearms on his knees, his eyes never leaving mine. Family issues? My silence all but confirms his guess. He lets out an intrigued hum. What made you decide to move in here? Damien doesn't miss a beat. His smile suggests he's completely aware of my tactical change of subject, but he plays along. Aunt Liz has been persistent. Seemed practical considering I'm starting college nearby. College. First year at Northgate. Basketball, philosophy major. Oh, he does basketball? Okay. His casual confidence when he says it makes it sound both impressive and somewhat ordinary at the same time. He takes a sip of his tea, and I'm gonna take a sip of my monster while he does that. I find it perfectly prepared, exactly how I like it. He's definitely skilled. You look surprised. The tea is actually really good. I don't even like tea. A faint grin tugs at the corners of his mouth, like we're sharing a secret. You seem like someone who appreciates details, princess. Ah! You start to freak me out! Why do you keep calling me princess? The question slips out before I could overthink it. Damien's gaze holds mine, an unreadable expression crossing his face. Maybe because you make it so easy to give you pet names, princess. Ah, Macarena! There's a There's a teasing edge to his tone. I just think it suits you. I remember it. In my dream. Why? Why? He leans back slightly, his expression thoughtful. That's a good question. I suppose it's because you have a certain something about you. Whatever it is, it makes me want to call you princess. His voice softens, and I feel the heat rise in my cheeks before I can stop it. Did we meet before? What makes you think that, princess? Nothing. I'm just being silly. The word slips out too quickly. A verbal shield I throw up without thinking. My fingers tighten around the teacup, the ceramic still warm in my grasp. Damien's gaze doesn't waver. Excuse me. He sees right through me, and we both know it. Are you sure that's all, princess? His voice is soft, almost teasing. You don't strike me as someone prone to being silly. I'm sure. The hesitation speaks volumes. My voice sounds small, unconvincing even to my own ears. Alright. Keep your secrets. Mystery suits you. I set down my empty cup, suddenly aware of how late it's gotten. I should head to my room. Thank you for everything. That's what neighbors are for. I'm just upstairs if you need anything. Day or night? Oh, he says day. No, wait, let me redo that. Day or night. The strange emphasis on the last word, one that makes me shiver. He leaves me with very mixed feelings, but I must be exaggerating. He's so nice so far. That's how they get you. I close the door behind me with a soft click. Of course, Tisker is already there, sprawled across my bed like he owns the place. His tail flicks lazily as his sharp yellow eyes track me across the room. Well, well, if it isn't my favorite witch. How was tea with a new roommate? I drop onto my bed, rubbing my temples. It was fine. He lives upstairs, so he's either a housemate or a neighbor. Tisker stretches, letting out a dramatic yawn. Fine. That's it. Please, give me something to work with. Oh my fucking... Now he's squished too. Oh fuck. I pick up a pillow and toss it at him. He dodges it, his smug expression unshaken. There's nothing to work with. He's just very observant. And a little too good at guessing things. Observant. I think he's creepy. For some reason, you always end up with weirdos around. I'm an exception since I'm not human. You think I don't know that? I take a moment to think about the day. Seven, Damien, even June. I don't remember the last time I had to interact with so many people in 24 hours. Tisker sits up, his tail curling neatly around his paws as his tone shifts from teasing to thoughtful. Oh, okay, I see. We get to make a choice? I'm gonna okay, now you can see when I fucking recorded this. Yes, I recorded this last minute, and yes, I'm posting it on Wednesday because... Listen, I was up fucking 24 hours yesterday on Sunday. Wrong move. Crashed the fuck out. Anyway, 7. 7. That punk guy with the red hair. Bro, I have red hair! Ow. I fucking screamed so loud. Fucking part. Okay, that was weird. My jaw moved in a way that fucking cracked the side of my head. Ow. He seems alright. He's June's childhood friend, so I guess he must be alright. I don't trust him. Why? Tisker hops onto my stomach, making himself comfortable. Because, dear human, I have an interest in your survival, and I feel constant trouble around you. Bruh. They're just people, Tiskers. You're overthinking it. Am I? One calls you princess like he knows you, and the other looks like a walking red flag. Literally. Tiskers. Relax, princess. I'm just looking out for you. You're far too trusting and clueless about relationships between humans. Why can't my life just be normal for once? Because you're a witch. Plus, normal isn't nearly as fun to watch. Despite the lightness in his words, I can't help but roll my eyes. Great. Glad my life is entertainment for you. Always, my dear. Always. Now pet me. I demand attention. My fucking face. Majestic being, you look like you got stuck mid-roll and gave up. Tiskers narrows his eyes, but the effect is ruined by the ridiculous way his tongue pokes out just slightly, making him look silly. Your mockery doesn't hold on. Your mockery doesn't work on me. Now scratch behind my ears. You know the spot. I sigh and reach out and scratch the indicated spot, my fingers sinking into the soft fur. You look like you're malfunctioning. I press my thumb to my temple, trying to shake the dream from my mind, but it clings, like it's waiting for me to figure something out. Tisker's voice pulls me back. You're doing it again. The staring off into the distance thing. I glance down at him. He's sprawled across my lap, one paw stretched out dramatically, his tail flicking in a lazy rhythm. I'm just thinking. Overthinking, actually. It's just that dream. You're awake now. Whatever nonsense your brain cooked up can wait. It didn't feel like nonsense. It felt real. Tiskers tilts his head, studying me for a moment before letting out. I thought I was hearing shit. Which reminds me, I need to turn off my fucking alarm. Oh, I have a nest alarm. Tiskers tilts his head, studying me for a moment before letting out a long, exaggerated sigh. Fine. If it bothers you that much, think of it this way. Dreams don't lie, but they don't hand out answers either. If it's important, you'll figure it out eventually. Either way, pet me. His paw nudges my hand, and his golden eyes flutter closed again. The moment feels so absurdly normal that I almost laugh. That damn girl. He mutters, pushing himself up on his elbows, hands balling into fists as he tries to steady himself. But it doesn't block out her image. The dream clings to him, refusing to fade like normal dreams should. The room is too dark to make out the time. Okay, he's pretty hot. Why her? Wait, hold on. Why her? Who is she? The thought is suffocating. His fists clench tightly, his knuckles turning white as he tried to steady his erratic breathing. What the hell is this? Why is it always the same damn girl? He takes a hand through his messy hair, tugging slightly as he stands. Oh, fuck. I'm reading this entirely wrong. Hold on. Pause. Rewind. Play. He takes a hand through his messy hair, tugging slightly at the strands as if the slight pain will wake him fully. His eyes drift to his guitar against the wall. Usually it helps, but tonight it might as well be furniture. This is getting annoying. It's not just a dream. He collapses back onto the bed, his head hitting the pillow with more force than necessary. Her face keeps floating back, bright, strange, familiar in a way that makes no sense. Like remembering something he's lost, I can't name. It feels too real. He says to the empty room. Like it's trying to tell me something. Frustration coils in his gut. He hates this feeling. Like he's missing a puzzle piece. I can't stand this. He punches the mattress beside him, knowing sleep is done for the night. I need a drink. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do episode by episode. I'm gonna go do something and I'll be right the fuck back. Okay, we're clocking in at an hour and 30 minutes-ish, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna be here for another hour and 30 minutes, maybe? Probably. Who knows? I'll be right back. Wanna say hi? Say hi. Seriously? If you push that mirror off my desk, I swear to God. She's sniffing me. Anyway, we're on episode 2. Bro, I already closed the door. You gotta stay here now. Really? Really? Bonk. Is that a bonk? As long as you don't mess up that tote bag on the floor, I swear. Hey, witch. Nah, that doesn't sound right. Hey, witch. Having fun? Who are you? I've seen you before. No need for names. I am here. Meow? Mamma? Mamma? Na na na. Where's the mama? Will you say hi? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here to take a look at some stuff. Your world has become quite interesting lately. I'm confused, as you should be. But you will help me find some answers. Me? Oh, you changed quite a bit from last time. Right, of course you don't. I forget that sometimes. We will have a proper conversation when the time is right. Stay safe, witch. Wait! Wait! The morning air nips at my skin as I step outside, sharp enough to raise goosebumps. Okay, do you want me to open the door? Can you fucking decide where you want to be? Girl. Hey, out. I swear. Having girl cats is interesting. For more than one reason. The morning air nips at my skin as I step outside, sharp enough to raise goosebumps. The street is empty, no cars, no joggers, just the faint hum of a flickering streetlight overhead. Another weird dream last night. I'm wide awake, but my body feels sluggish, my mind a step behind. The house is quiet, no sign of Damien. Feels like everything is peaceful lately. I wonder if it's gonna stay like that. I don't think it will, but... I step back inside, heading toward the kitchen, already craving my usual routine. For coffee and... Oh, nothing. Just coffee and willpower today, huh? June had mentioned some new pastry recently. Maybe I should check it out later, if I can spare some change. I prefer my coffee in comfortable silence, letting the smell chase away the lingering fog of my mind. Then, the door clicks open. Before I can react, there's a rustle of plastic bags, followed by a smooth, familiar voice. Morning, Blake. I nearly dropped my mug. Whirling around, I find Damien standing there, grocery bags hanging effortlessly from his fingers. His expression is lazy amusement, as if he expected my reaction. You could try knocking. My voice sounds sharper than I intended. He shrugs, kicking the door shut behind him. Why knock when I live here? Plus, my hands are busy. He has a point, though I'm not sure about. I'm not about to. Oh, fuck. He has a point, though I'm not about to admit it. Instead, I take a slow, deliberate sip of coffee, watching as he carries the bag to the counter. Groceries? Mm-hmm. He sets the bags down with a thud, the sound echoing in the small kitchen. I notice the fridge is I notice the fridge is a little empty. Something twists low in my stomach. Not quite shame, it's embarrassing, really, to have someone else notice the state of my fridge. Part-time work barely covers rent and the bare essentials, leaving little room for anything beyond the basics. I've gotten used to skipping meals or grabbing something cheap at the cafe, but having it pointed out so casually makes me feel exposed. I just don't eat at home usually. I mutter, eyes fixed on the safe, neutral shape of my mug, like it might shield me from further embarrassment. Damien arches a brow, his lips twitch like he's fighting back some smart-ass comment. Really? You better start. I'm a passionate cook, you know. The statement catches me off guard. I glance up at him, unsure if he's joking or serious. His expression gives nothing away, but there's a glint in his eyes that suggests he already made up his mind about something. I can feed myself. I don't need you to cook for me. I can feed myself. I mutter, my voice trailing off as I fidget with the handle of my mug. We can just keep the food separate and... Nuh-uh. He cuts me off, already unpacking bags like this is decided. Like I lost an argument I didn't even know we were having. Don't think about it. His voice is firm, leaving no room for argument. Cute. You're even pickier when you're wrong. He flicks my forehead lightly. Who does he... I think you can tell that my voice is like slightly giving away. Goddamn. Who does he think he is? He has too much audacity for one kitchen. I protest, but the words crumble before they left my tongue. As he pulls out fresh vegetables, a loaf of crusty bread, and a package of what looks like high-quality meat, a vacuum-sealed salmon fillet glistens next to the organic avocados. That salmon alone probably costs more than my weekly ramen budget. Fresh berries, dragon fruit, balsamic vinegar. The pasta he's unpacking looks unusual. Imported, maybe? With a label I can't even read. Half of the stuff I've never had, not even back home. It's also pricey. Is this what he usually eats? Did he rob a specialty grocery store? My eyes flicker between the groceries and Damien. Wait. You like Italian cuisine? Yeah, my mother was Italian. He says it so casually, like it doesn't mean anything. The word word was catches my attention, and he shrugs it off, tossing me a look that says, "You caught that, huh?" Without needing to speak. How'd you guess? The pasta? The balsamic vinegar, actually. I nod at the bottle. Its labels stand with a crest. That's not the cheap stuff. I guess it was a little obvious. Ever had drizzled over strawberries? I can't even afford strawberries. The words leave my mouth before I can wrestle them back. Rookie mistake. In this economy, it's understandable. Lucky you, your housemate is rich. You're rich. Family money? Yeah, something like that. I want to ask more, but he instantly changes the subject. What do you like? He lines up steak cuts like they're dollar store notebooks, casually sorting through the bags. His love for interruptions is betting on my nerves, but maybe he's not comfortable with the topic, so I'll guess I'll drop it. What? I blink, not noticing I didn't catch his question. Food. Preferences? You know, basic human things. His voice is casual, like we're friends catching up. You really don't have to stir fry? Curry. I make decent eggs Benedict. He holds up a jar of pale miso paste, his expression lighting up with enthusiasm. Ever had miso glazed cod? Game changer. Damien. My voice cracks slightly. We're not. I trail off, unsure how to finish the sentence. Roommates who share meals? Friends? I can't pay you back for this. He turns to face me fully. Did I ask you to? His voice is calm, steady. There's no smugness in it. No teasing, no mockery. Just a quiet, matter-of-fact certainty that feels almost disarming. Relax. I'm not tallying receipts. The words are simple, but they carry a weight that makes my chest tighten. He says it like it's. He says it's like. Oh, fuck. Okay. He says it like it's the most obvious thing in the world. Like, he's already decided how this works and doesn't need my permission to make it so. That's not the point. The words burst out sharper than I mean them to. You don't get to barge in here and fix things like I'm some. I trail off, my voice cracking. The rest of the sentence lodged in my throat. Like I'm some charity case. Like I'm broken and beneath everyone else. It's not fair. The words come out smaller than I mean them to. You just moved in yesterday. Yeah? And your pantry looks like an apocalypse storage. His gaze flicks towards the open cabinet, where my meager collection of groceries sits in all its sad glory. Instant noodles, off-brand cereal, a single can of beans, and some protein bars and tuna. This isn't food. It's survival rations. His tone is light, almost teasing, but there's no malice in it. Still, the comment stings. I fold my arms tightly across my chest, defensive. It works. Until your organs fail. The best thing you have over there is the tuna cans. I let out a small involuntary laugh, though it's more bitter than amused. it's not even for me. Without hesitation, he tosses a bag of jasmine rice onto the pantry shelf like he's fixing the problem. You like spicy? I. Good. His casual interruptions are getting more and more infuriating. Like, I'm not supposed to be uncomfortable about this. I'm not starving. Debatable. You ever made pancakes before? Not really. Why? Because you're helping. Again, with the same tone as if it's the most obvious thing in the world. Like he's already decided this too, and my option is just a formality. Alright, I can help. I sigh, deciding to just go with his flow. Alright, I can help. His features light like a. Wait, his features light like he won some kind of battle, and before I know it, a mixing bowl is in my hands. That's a good girl. Ah! Oh my god! Who asked? I didn't ask. Oh my god! I narrow my eyes, not because it gets to me, it absolutely does, but because I refuse to let him know. Flour first, and don't eyeball it. Measure. A measuring cup lands in my hands, his fingers brushing mine for a half a second too long before he steps back. Since when do pancakes require a PhD? I mutter and scoop the flour anyway, the powder puffing into the air like edible smoke. Since always. He leans against the counter, arms crossed, watching me with that infuriating half smile. You think Nona would tolerate lumpy batter? Now you're starting to flex Italian. I didn't start flexing yet, princess. He moves around the kitchen with an ease that should be illegal in the morning. Sift the flour, don't overmix. Let the batter rest, easy enough. Except his presence lingers, filling the kitchen with an energy that's impossible to ignore. We let the batter rest for a few minutes before he while he prepped the strawberries. Every time I reach for something, he's already there, handing it to me before I can ask. Every time I hesitate, he leans in just enough to watch, not enough to touch. But it's distracting. Too distracting. He walks through the steps with infuriating calm, as if he doesn't notice how hyper-aware I am of every single movement. Thicker. His voice is low, amused, right beside my ear. They're pancakes, not rocket fuel. Like, not like this. I freeze. He smells like berries? Since when do guys smell like berries? You're thinking too hard. I grip the whisk tighter. You're distracting. I retort, though my voice wavers slightly. Good. His lips curve, barely suppressing amusement as he reaches around me for the vanilla extract, his chest briefly pressing against my back. Means you're paying attention. Paying attention to him or the task, hardly the latter. His chest is so close to my back that I can feel the shift of his breath before he even speaks again. Just like that. His fingers brushed mine, steering the whisk in slow figure eighths. Play along. I just want to see what happens. His touch is firm, but gentle. And it sends a shiver down my spine. Oh, hello! His hand tightens over mine, warm and steady. And for once, I don't fight it. There you go. His breath ghosts my ear, softer now. The teasing edge landed smooth. Slow. Like you got all the time in the world. Why are you... Shh. His thumb brushes my knuckle. Damn. His voice is a rumble, closer than before. I think we should give the pancakes names now. What? You know, like they are kids. Ah! Okay. Back the fuck up. Says when did this become a whorehouse? Jesus. 1 second. I just want to check if the street lights are on. They're not. The words hit stupidly hard for something so dumb. For a wild second, I seriously consider throwing something at him. His laugh curls through the air, low and velvety. You're insane. You're insane. Insane? Nah. Visionary. Come on. What are you Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. Okay. Just so I know if I have to edit this, hold on. Bro, before you say anything, I'm fucking recording.
Hello, YouTube.
What stupid shit are you gonna tell me now?
I was like, I wish I stayed for longer. But when I went into you know who's live.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm probably gonna cut this out, so you can you can just say it. Okay, never mind that. We're just being silly. I love my bestie. We might make a video later this week, to be honest. Probably. Okay. Come on. What are you naming the first one? I swallow, my throat too tight, my pulse too loud. Lumpy. I just need to make sure I've actually recorded. Hold on, did I actually press the right record button? Yeah. I accidentally pressed start virtual camera once when I was gonna record, so I'm a bit paranoid. Lumpy. The word bursts out from him, a startled bark of laughter that shakes his shoulders. For once, he looks genuinely undone. A carefully crafted smug bastard, mask slipping. Cruel. And here I thought you were going for Damien Jr. Only if you want child support. Careful, princess. His voice dips, scraping rough over the word princess. I might take you up on that. They're pancakes, Damien. Are pancakes. And now I'm emotionally invested. I hate that you're kind of making me invested too. See? Visionary. The air crackles, my lungs forget how to work. Then he grins, sharp and dazzling, the moment shattered. Kidding. But seriously, Lumpy, after all our hard work, horrible mother. He moves to the stove with infuriating nonchalance, leaving me there. My eyes glazing so red that tomato... Oh, fuck. That's not what it says. I can't read! My cheeks blazing so red that tomatoes would shrivel in envy at the competition. The first pancake lands in the pan with a hiss, its edges bubbling into golden lace. He flips it with a flick of his wrist. The smell of oh fuck, I can't. The smell of browned butter and vanilla fills the kitchen, thick and sweet enough to punch through my defenses. Then my stomach betrays me with a loud, unmistakable growl. Now I kind of want to make pancakes. Damien pretends to be focused on the stove, but I catch the amusement in his eye. Hungry? His tone is dripping with amusement. I didn't have any breakfast yet. He plates the pancakes with practiced ease, stacking them into a tower that wobbles slightly. I don't like American pancakes. They're kind of weird. He layers them with fresh strawberries and cream when he does. This is oh fuck. And I can read. He layers them with fresh strawberries and cream like he's done this 1,000 times. The pancakes are finished too quickly, flawless, annoyingly flawless. Damien steps back, admiring his work with a satisfied smirk. Done. He declares as if he just unveiled a masterpiece, and maybe he has. The pancakes are golden and crisp at the edges. I can almost taste them. All right, taste test. He spears a bite with his fork. A single strawberry balances precariously. Is that how you say that word? And holds the fork out to me, waiting. I back up instinctively, my hands coming up in a defensive gesture. Come on. He steps forward, cornering me against the counter. Apologize to your son. I don't know how to feel about that. The fork hovers just in front of my lips, and I hesitate. My brain trips over itself, trying to reboot. His eyes flick to my mouth, then back to mine. And for a moment, the air between us feels charged. I lean in, and of course, he shifts the fork just out of reach, his eyes glinting with a fox-like mischief. Closer. His voice is a low, teasing command. Damien. I protest, but he's already leaning in, his free hand settling on my waist to steady me. My brain short circuits. He'll drop it. Too close. Too much. But the bite smells like heaven, and I haven't had homemade food in forever. Take the bite. My resolve crumbles, and I lean in, finally taking the bite. The taste melts on my tongue, light, crispy, sweet, with just the right balance of butter and sugar. A soft, voluntary hum escapes me. His expression shifts, all smug satisfaction, as he watches my reaction. See? His voice is gravel rough, his grip tightening on my waist. Not so hard, was it? The fork clattered to the plate, forgotten, as he steps even closer, clearly invading my personal space. No, that's a review. His voice... His victory lingers in the curve of his mouth, until my fingers catch his sleeve. The sharp inhale he takes isn't loud, but I feel it more than hear it. He suddenly steps back. He chuckles and hands me the plate. Eat, princess. His tone softens, the teasing edge giving way to something quieter. Don't worry about anything. We should take care of each other. We live in the same house. The words settled between us, weighted and too loud. I stare at the plate, my throat tightening. Take care of each other. Then his phone buzzes loudly on the counter, shattering the moment. Saved by the bell, he mutters, snatching it up. Gotta take this. He's out of the kitchen before I can reply, leaving me alone with a half-eaten pancake and the ghost of his fingertips with the ghost of his fingerprints on my wrist. I slump against the counter, exhaling sharply. Project. The word gnaws at me. Is that all this is? Him playing chef? Me playing what? The charity case? I slip away to my room. For I should get ready for that other project. My phone rings with a notification. Oh. Hey Blake, look at this. Huh. Made those myself. Sure, looks good. I don't even know if I mean it. She's trying. She always is, and I keep dodging, making excuses. She looks at me through rose-colored glasses. I'm too scared to break. I sigh, locking my phone. Yet again, I'm acting like a loser. Somehow it's easier to navigate someone's hate. Oh my god, I need to, like, burp, but it doesn't come out. Oh shit, I didn't read that. Hold on! A second. Okay, not an important text. I fumble with my backpack straps, adjusting them as I step into the kitchen. The faint scent of coffee lingers in the air, mingling with the buttery aroma of the pancakes Damien made earlier. I'm pressing... Hello? Okay. He's still wandering around the kitchen, rearranging things with a quiet efficiency that suggests he's settling into the space according to his own logic. You're going somewhere? Got community work today. Damien's eyebrows lift slightly. Community work. Some extra credit project? Cleaning up old houses or something. That's interesting. Where exactly is this happening? I shrug. Same old neighborhood across town? Why? Just curious. His smile returns as he leans against the counter, arms crossed. Sounds like a very unique way to spend the weekend. Are you sure it's necessary? Old houses could be dangerous. Oh, that was weird. Old houses could be dangerous. Credits are credits. More like a waste of time. I'm pressing the fucking keypad. Okay. But credits are credits. I mutter, sipping up my backpack with more force than necessary. Damien nods, his eyes following my every movement. You know, there are always places I avoid. Be careful, princess. His voice drops, almost a whisper. Especially with old houses. Well, good luck out there. There's a pause. The air between us thick. See you in the evening. I pause at the doorway, glancing back. Something in his tone catches my attention. But his expression remains friendly. Thanks. I hesitate for a moment, my hand resting on the doorframe. Maybe I should pick up some pastries if I have time. I could thank him for the pancakes. The thought surprises me, but it feels right. I smile slightly and wave him goodbye before walking out the door. Again, every once in a while it's kind of hard. Hello? I'm pressing the fucking keypad. Bruh. I'm wondering if my computer's starting to give out on me. Maybe? The streets are nearly empty. Just the way I like it. Solitude gives me space to think, to mentally prepare for the headache that is group work. I've never been fond of collaborative efforts. There are always people who don't pull the weight, leaving others to pick up the slack. It's exhausting, and today promises to be no different. A short bus ride later, I step off at my stop, the map on my phone guiding me to an unfamiliar part of town. The neighborhood feels like it's been frozen in time, but definitely well kept. I'm going for I'm looking for a church, a landmark on the way to the abandoned house that's today's project site. When I finally spot my destination, I slow my pace. The house stands like a forgotten relic. Its once grand facade, now faded and covered in ivy. Weeds choke the front yard and the windows, though though intact, are grimy and dark. A group of students is already gathered near the entrance, chatting and laughing like they're at a social event rather than a work project. I take a slow breath and step forward. That's when I notice him. 7. That guy from the cafe. Cafe. Fuck. 7. The guy from the cafe. Why do I say it like that? Ugh. His mess of blonde and red hair is unmistakable, strands falling lazily over his fair features. He's standing apart from the group, scrolling through his phone with an expression that screams disinterested. His posture is relaxed, almost too casual, like he's already mentally checked out. He notices me before I decide to do anything and walks up to me, his hands shoved into the pockets. Ugh. I didn't expect to see you here. His voice is low, almost bored, but there's a flicker of something in his tone. Surprise, maybe? Or curiosity. I shift my bag on my shoulder, trying to match his nonchalance. Yeah. Small world, I guess. Didn't peg you for the group project type either. He shrugs, his posture is loose, almost lazy, like he's saving energy. I'm not here willingly. His tone is flat, but there's a flicker of annoyance beneath it. You really look like you're not too happy about being here? A slow, exaggerated sigh escapes him, and he runs a hand through his hair, the strands falling back into place like they've been trained to defy order. And you? Are you here to work? I glance at the group, still huddled by the porch, laughing, barely paying attention. No one seems in a hurry. Not like I had a choice. 7 raises an eyebrow, scoffing softly. Figures. Nobody actually signs up for this willingly. Still, nothing's worse than people who act like they're forced into things when they have plenty of chances to say no. That stings. I frown slightly. It's not like that. 7 tilts his head slightly, unconvinced. Sure. There's another pause, long this time, and I can feel the weight of his gaze on me. It's not uncomfortable exactly, but it's intense, like he's waiting for me to say something more. My gaze drifts to the darkened windows of the house. You ever been inside? No. It's not like oh fuck. No. It looks like it's seen better days. Probably full of spiders and bad vibes. Charming. He exhales through his nose, his lips curving into something almost smug. You scared? Maybe? Of spiders? No. Of bad vibes? Maybe. He lets out a low chuckle, and it's the first time I've seen him look that amused. Fair enough. Bad vibes can be tricky bastards. I roll my eyes, but before I can respond, he leans in slightly, lowering his voice. Just search for me if you get scared. I'll keep the bad vibes away. Oh? You a bad vibe exorcist now. something like that. I noticed there are several adults, likely from the charity organization. Alright, guys, we got a lot of work ahead. 7 rooms and the attic to clean. Everything you need is in the kitchen. Break into pairs and try to get most of the garbage out. Please be careful and don't hurt yourselves. We all head to the kitchen. It's cramped with everyone squeezing in, grabbing supplies. Some boys ask Seven to join them, but he just shrugs them off. I'll check out the other rooms and the basement. He says it offhand as if the matter's settled, and walks away without waiting for a response. The others look confused, exchanging glances, but the leader just waves it off and starts explaining. The house belongs to the church. The priest sent his son to look around. Just let him be. It's kind of rude, but who am I to judge? Wait, is he the son of a priest? Wait! Huh? Everyone else quickly pairs up, chatting as they divide the tasks. I stand awkwardly by the door, my hands clutching the straps of my backpack. I guess it's no surprise no one's rushing to partner with me. The leader finally looks my way, her expression softening slightly. I'll take the attic. I say it quickly, trying to sound confident, but my voice comes out quieter than I intended. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I grab a broom and head upstairs. The stairs creak under my weight, each step echoing through the empty house. The midday light filters through the dirty windows, casting long, jagged shadows on the walls. The air feels heavier the higher I climb, thick with dust and faint scent of decay. The attic is messy, but not as bad as I expected. Dust hangs in the air, making me cough. Boxes of old books, clothes, shoes, and furniture are scattered everywhere. I take a deep breath and start with the books, rearranging them into neat stacks. Each one is heavy with dust, and I sneeze a few times, the sound sharp in the quiet space. As I work, I uncover a doll with one eye missing, its face half buried under a pile of clothes. Its remaining eye stares up at me, glassy and unblinking, and I set it aside carefully, avoiding its frayed seams. Someone must have loved this one. Or hated it? The thought lingers in my mind as I continue cleaning, the attic slowly taking shape under my hands. The silence is almost comforting, broken by the occasional creak of the floorboards or the sound of laughter from below. I guess they're having fun. The piles start to shrink, and the attic looks a bit more organized. I wipe the sweat off my forehead, feeling a strange satisfaction. I'm doing a good job here, I guess. Why no one checks on me, though? I might as well do nothing and no one would notice. Huh? Oh my fucking... Oh my god, what? A dusty box containing black candles, a dried herb bundle, wait, did it say quick hex kit? I hope it's a coincidence. This can end pretty bad. Nothing new, I guess? Nothing new. I guess people will always try and play with fire. Okay. It once belonged to one of the grandchildren, I guess. It's old and dusty, but when I shake it, something rattles inside. There's a folded note on the side with a child's handwriting. Please, ballerina, stop singing. Creepy, to say the least. As I shift through the dusty attic, I come across a big pile of handwritten letters and notes. Some of them look like they've been written by children. It piqued my curiosity, so I began to read. Just children's just children homeworks and drawings. Some letters aren't even open. Hmm. Most of them are addressed to Miss Durand. Not my place to read, I guess. Even the dead need privacy. True dat. I stumble upon an old photo album buried under some newspapers. The album looks old. Flipping it open, I see faded pictures of family. Seems to be a mother, a father, and 6 children. A man's face is completely scratched out. Someone definitely hated him. My throat tightens, but I quickly close the album and shove it aside. I have a pretty bad feeling. Okay, what was it more? Interesting. What is here? Wait, whiskey bottles? Prohibition era whiskey bottles, to be exact. Damn. None found that treasure? I would take one, but I know better than anyone else. Taking people's stuff is risky, especially when the owner is dead. I pick up a delicately folded note from the mess of old papers. The edges are soft with age, but the ink remains bold. The handwriting is rushed. I fear our stolen moments cannot last. Your place is with them, not me, but my heart rebels. Your sweet lips are all I can think about. I would burn my name, my home, my life, if only you'd let me. Say the word and I will make the impossible real. Okay. Tucked with the note is a black and white photo of a beautiful young woman and little flowers. I grab my phone and take a picture just in case. These words are too sweet to just leave them here to rot. Was that it? Hey. A voice slices through my thoughts. I flinch like I've been caught doing something I shouldn't. Sorry. He says it casually, not sounding particularly sorry, and steps inside. His movements are slow, deliberate, like he's taking in every detail of the room. Everyone wants to go home early. Just came to tell you that. I nod, trying to steady my breath. Thanks. He's clearly not in a good mood, but he doesn't seem like he means any harm. Still, I can't help feeling a bit nervous around him. There's something about the way he carries himself, quiet and intense, and that makes the air feel heavier when he's near. So much dust around here. He mutters the word under his breath, almost to himself, as he picks up an old book from a nearby stack. Its cover is frayed, the edges worn, soft with age, and the pages are yellowed and brittle. He flips through it. Just checking my notifications just in case. He flips through it absently. His expression unreadable. Are you sure you just found anything in the basement? Seven flips through the brittle pages of the book, his expression unimpressed. The sound of the paper rustling fills the silence, sharp and brittle, like the attic itself is holding its breath. Not really, just rats and old boxes filled with trash. He tosses the book with a soft thud, letting out a slow exhale. Same shit, different room. Awkwardness thickens the air, pressing down on me like the dust clinging to every surface. I blurt out the first thing that comes to mind, desperate to fill the silence. The leader said your dad's the priest? So I was interpreting that right. That makes a lot of sense! Seven's fingers freeze on the book, his grip tightening slightly. A muscle twitches in his jaw for a moment. He doesn't say anything. Adoptive father. The correction is sharp. Congratulations, Blake, you fucked up again. Oh, I didn't. Don't. He cuts me off, his tone firm but not unkind. It's clear he'd rather not discuss it, and I feel a pang of guilt for pushing. Maybe I should ask something else. You're really bad at small talk. Seven lets out a snort, shaking his head. Oh, and you're an expert? His tone is dry, almost mocking, but there's a flicker of amusement in his eyes that makes me feel a little bolder. Clearly, look at me, making this conversation happen despite you trying to murder it. Hate to break it to you, but this isn't a conversation. It's a tragic endurance test. You wound me. His lips twitch, but he doesn't quite let the smile fully form. Good. Maybe he'll stop talking now. He says it with just enough humor that I know he doesn't actually mind. This place, though. He doesn't really direct at me, more of a thought slipping out. He tilts his head, staring at the dust-covered doll slumped against the wooden crate. Its lone glass eye glinting faintly in the dim light, as if tracking us. His voice drops lower. Feels off. Before I can answer, he snatches the faded note I'd set aside earlier. His gaze flickers over the page, then sharpens. Huh. What? Nothing. With unnerving precision, he folds the paper and tucks it into his pocket. When he catches my frown, his expression shifts. A low exhale through his nose, the closest he gets to laughing. Problem? That's not yours. It's trash, like everything else here. He glances around the attic before his gaze settles back on me, noticing my disapproving look. Stay paranoid, Blake. Haunted houses eat innocent ones first. Kids here swear this place is haunted. Say they hear whispers in the walls at night. Whispers. The Durants. You really don't know? Oh, we getting backstory? Oh, he fine as fuck. He plucks a faded photo from the album. A stiff 1920s family portrait. Edges curled and yellowed, the same one I saw earlier. Pierre Durand, big shot lawyer. His wife, Clary. What the fuck? From Old Money, Pillars of the Community. He taps Clary's image with his nail, click click, letting it sink in. Then another high-class family moved in, William and Mary. William was an old hag, but Mary? A pause, definitely to check my attention. 23, radiant, vanished in about a year. I shift my weight, biting my lip before the words slip out. Vanished? Vanished how? Like murder, or? His head tilts, slow, like I just interrupted a sacred ritual. A flat look flicks sideways at me. Eyes half-lidded. Shan. Ghost story. Ghost story, like, let me get there. I scowl. He smirks. Police found nothing. Like, she never existed. People assumed she ran off. Nobody, no trace. Then, he keeps a dramatic pause, making me lean even closer. He started seeing her. Told the priest she haunted his dreams. Guilt or His voice dips to a whisper, the last word curling like smoke. I shiver, the cold seeping into my bones. He's definitely enjoying this too much. Mrs. Duran found letters, explicit ones, to Mary. He pauses, letting the implication hang. After that, she stopped eating, stopped speaking, just stared. Neighbors heard the kids crying for weeks then. He snaps his finger. He snaps his fingers, a sharp, jarring sound that makes me flinch. Embarrassing. Poof. All 6 gone. Was that necessary? Vital for the atmosphere. Anyway. Cribs still made, coats on hooks, like they evaporated. And Clary? Found dead in the foyer. No marks. No marks. Coroner called it acute stress. Oh my fuck. Cardiomyopathy. Is that what that is? Fancy way to say she had a heart attack. And Mr. Duran? What happened to him after all that? 7 picks up a rusted pocket watch from the debris. Its surface dull and pitted with age. He winds it absentmindedly, a faint tick, 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 echoing like a failing heartbeat in the stillness of the attic. Disappeared. 2 days after they found his wife. Car abandoned near the river. Some think he drowned himself. Others say he's still out there. Changed his name. Grew a beard. Who knows? He snaps the watch shut. The sound sharp and final. I glance at the photo of the Durants, their smiles frozen in time, and feel a chill crawl up my spine. And the kids? No one heard anything? 6 children don't just vanish. Oh, people heard. Crying, laughter, footsteps in the halls weeks after they were gone. The folks here prefer pretty lies. Sent to relatives up north, foster care. A floorboard creaks from somewhere in the house, the sound sharp and sudden. My gaze darts downward, my fingers tangled in my sleeves. What do you think happened? 7's fingers tighten around the watch. I think the story of what actually happened might be pretty crazy, but too many pieces are missing, and I'm not a fan of making baseless assumptions. The silence stretches, thick and suffocating. I wipe my dusty hands on my pants, leaving ghostly handprints on the fabric. But the police, William, surely they searched? He looks at me like I'm painfully naive. You're definitely not from around here. He slips the watch into his pocket. Come on. Of course no one found anything. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so mysterious. Are you trying to scare me? Why tell us? The words come out sharper than I intended. 7 tilts his head, his green eyes glinting with something unreadable. Are you trying to scare me? I don't know. You chose to sort through the attic alone so easily. I figured you didn't know the story. His tone is casual, almost dismissive. Volunteering to play maid in a dusty attic. Why the attic? Why alone? Aren't you at least nervous in such places? I pause for a moment. Why do you care? His eyes skim over me, that quiet, unreadable confidence of someone who's already won. I don't. Just trying to figure out if you're brave or reckless. Didn't expect you to be so touchy. I cross my arms, the air between us thickening with tension. I'm not touchy. Maybe I just like to be alone more. Doubt that. You're the one to talk. You've been hiding from everyone as much as I do. Touche. But I don't pretend. Now you sound exactly like Tis. Tis. Before I can answer, the door slams shut with a loud echoing noise. Well, we're gonna be trapped in the attic. I jump, my eyes widen with shock. The sound slams through the attic, sharp as a bone snapping. We freeze like idiots caught mid-meme. Silence floods back, dense and suffocating. Suddenly, the walls feel way too close. Did you see that? Seven is already moving. He grabs the doorknob firmly and gives it 2 sharp shakes. No. Still locked. He's clearly as confused as I am, but his breathing stays steady. Meanwhile, my heart is trying to break out of my ribcage. The air tastes like a metal coin charged with something that makes my witch blood crawl. The pressure builds under my ribs, familiar and unwelcome. They're gone. This isn't a prank. I murmur it more to myself than him. The charm in my pocket burns against my leg through the fabric, hot, insistent. I fumble it out, the paper crinkling stupidly loud in the silence as I press it against the wooden surface of the door. Seven side-eyes me hard, but screw that. Every hair on my body standing at attention like Mom's ghost just whispered, "Danger, idiot," right in my ear. The sigil ignites, blue fire traces the doorframe, crackling like winter lighting. The scent of burnt paper fills the air, sharp and clean. Magic flows through my fingertips, warm and electric. A noise comes from behind the door. Not knocking, not pounding, scratching. Before I can think, my hand flies up to slaps over Seven's mouth. He freezes. For a second, I'm sure he's going to shove me off. His eyes lock onto mine, and I can practically feel the sarcastic "what the fuck" hovering in the air between us. Clever witch. The words bypass. Oh, me no likey. The words bypass my ears entirely, manifesting inside my skull. Multiple voices layer together, each one wrong. A chill rolls down my spine. The light bulb doesn't just burst, it implodes. 70 yanks me flush against him so fast I nearly lose my balance. Suddenly, I'm pressed between his stupidly solid chest and the wall. Him playing human shield while I'm basically one deep breath away from crumbling to my knees. His pulse, steady as a fucking sniper's. The thing outside laughs. The door bows inward. Oh fuck no. Oh fuck no. Each hit sends dust snowing down from the ceilings. From the ceiling, Seven's grip tightens, solid and sure as the attic shudders around us. Blue fire still holding, but I can feel it. That thing out there is strong. We don't move, we don't breathe. Just play statue in the dark. Finally, the pounding stops. Silence returns, heavier than before. All I can hear is our ragged breaths, which suddenly seems way too loud. I start pacing frantically back and forth like a caged animal. My mind races in desperate circles, grasping at half-formed ideas only to have them slip away. This is bad. This is really bad. What do we... Before I can finish, Seven spins me around like a damn action hero, forcing me to look at him. His hands clamp onto my shoulders, hard enough to hurt. The last bit of twilight leaking through the dirty windows cuts his face into sharp angles. Ah! Shut your mouth, shut your mouth, shut your mouth. Oh my god. Holy shit. Caleb! Pipsqueak. Breathe. Don't call me that. I swear to God, call me that again and I'll... Seven exhales through his nose as he steps back. A sharp, irritated sound, like he's already regretting this. Right. My bad. The sudden lack of contact leaves me weirdly off balance, like when you miss a step in the dark. Hello? Did we just experience the same thing here? The part where something supernatural just tried to murder the door? Yeah, I got that. Now pull your shit together and use your words like a big girl. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I chew my lip for a second, spitting it out. You're gonna think I lost it, but none of it adds up. The house's history, the mysterious deaths, the creepy attic clues. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle where someone kept half the pieces, but one theory keeps nagging at me. I glance at the door like it holds answers. Pause. I'm just gonna save right there and see what happens. It might be Clary. I'm just gonna go with that. Seven does that thing where his whole face goes still, then slowly tilts his head like a confused Rottweiler. I can't say that word. Clary, as in the scorned wife Clary. He crosses his arms, fingers drumming an impatient rhythm against his bicep. I can't tell if he's actually considering it or just waiting for me to explain. All right, Nancy Drew. Walk me through this brilliant deduction. I swallow the words thick with sawdust. Like sawdust. Think about it. She finds the letters, right? Total betrayal. Then she wastes away. Kids vanish. What if she never actually left? Seven hums. Low in his throat. His gaze flicked to the scorched door frame, then back to me. Okay, playing along here. If we're doing ghost logic, why not Mary? No body, no closure. And let's not forget Mary's the one who haunted Pierre's dreams. Classic vengeful ghost. Okay, that actually makes sense. Shocking. You're not actually Sherlock with the detective reasoning. Are you calling me stupid? Your words, not mine. Asshole. I sigh. We need to move, like yesterday. Seven presses a palm flat against the door. Doesn't push, just listens. Huh. A beat. His thumb brushes the faint burn marks left by the sigil. 2 questions, Pipsqueak. 1. How do you know that funky drawing could work? Oh, fuck. 1. How do you know that funky drawing would work? 2. What the actual fuck was it? My throat goes dry. I freeze for a moment. Wait. In the middle of all this, he goes for an interrogation. You're way too calm about this whole monsters are real thing. My voice cracks. I hate that it does. Panic gets people dead. True dat. He steps closer. The air between us just thrums. And you're still not answering. My pulse jackhammers. What the fuck was that accent for a second? My pulse jackhammers. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Oh, suddenly I'm the scared one? Oh, fuck. Aw, suddenly I'm the scary one? Cute. His face inches closer, breath hot against my cheek as he crowds into my space. But we're not playing 20 questions about me. He shakes his head once, deliberate and slow. Don't try to spin this around. Last chance. Who the fuck are you? He moves faster than thought. 1 second, he's a foot away. Next, my wrists are pinned above my head, slammed against the wall. Are we gonna get a... Hello? His iron grip is tight. His grip... Oh, fuck. His grip is iron tight, but controlled. Like he's making a point rather than trying to hurt me. The cold surface dig into my spine as he looms closer. His expression cruel with suspicion. Jesus Christ. Save it. Whatever game you're playing, whatever angle you're working on, drop it. His eyes catch the dim light, and for a moment they seem to gleam with unnatural light. But that has to be my imagination, right? The ghost could be tap dancing behind us and he wouldn't blink. Every ounce of that scary focus is locked on me. Wait, please, just tell me how you did it. Or is basic English too hard now? Okay, there we go. His voice drips with annoyance, each word sharp and clipped, with barely contained impatience. You really think this is some kind of trick? No. I think you're something tricky. So either you tell me how you managed that little fire show, or we stay here until you do. His grip tightens a fraction, enough to remind me of my position. I swallow hard, mind racing. What am I supposed to say? That I'm a witch? That I do magic? And even if he believes me, can I trust him? He's clearly not friendly oriented. Tick-tock, Blake. A beat. Tiskers. The name slips out like a prayer. The fuck did you just... Then shadows move. Darkness pulls like spilled oil shaping itself. 12 pounds of pissed off familiar materializes from the shadows, his usual house cat form replaced by something that belongs on wildlife warning signs. Get your hands off my witch. Each word drips with promise, his voice a thunderous growl. Seven's eyebrows shoot up. Genuine surprise flashes across his face for half a second before his trademark smirk slams back into place. Or what, kitty? You'll scratch me? I'll do more than scratch, mortal. I'll peel off your skin in one neat piece. The air turns syrupy thick. Well, fuck me. She is a witch. And you're what, exactly? A fucking exorcist? Is that what he's gonna say? His laugh comes out jagged. The kind of sound that starts as humor, then ends as a threat. He releases me with exaggerated care. Okay, now I'm even more confused. Tiskers doesn't retreat an inch. His claws extend with audible snicks. Snicks? Snicks? Fucking hell, that's a word and a half. Carving furrows deep enough to plant seeds in. Tiskers, stand down, she says while I have her ungrateful ass. Classic. He shrinks to normal size, but the shadows coil around him like living things. That glare could strip paint. I throw my hands up. Everyone needs to calm down. Calm down? I warned you about him, and what do? Sneak off alone. Sneak off for alone time in a haunted house. His tail whips back and forth like a pissed off rattlesnake. Do you have a death wish? It's not like I planned this. Oh, my mistake. Just accidentally missed the vengeful spirit radiating enough bad vibes to power a horror franchise. 10 minutes ago, it felt like an ordinary house. He releases a hissing exhale of pure frustration. I swear, I can't leave you alone for one damn second. 7 claps loudly. Wow. Family issues. Sorry, that fuck-ass posture. Tisker's groan. Ugh, my fur's all itchy now. He squints at 7, sniffing once and twice. Who are you exactly? He suddenly gets right up in 7's personal space, nose twitching. Why the hell are you so damn bright? Tisker's tail gives one sharp lash, golden eyes narrowing to slits. 7 exhales slowly. You're imagining things. Am I? Can someone translate? Tiskers ignores me, circling 7 like he's trying to solve a particularly annoying puzzle. Tiskers. Not now. Tiskers is really selling the intimidation factor. Apparently, Theoris is too hard for a 4-year-old. Though, I must admit, the nickname has grown on me, like a particularly stubborn fungus. I watch the exchange, my pulse hammering from everything. My mind is a tangled mess trying to piece it all together. This just got twice as complicated. I shift uneasily, eyeing the flickering light around the door. Guys, this barrier's got 2 minutes left. It's not my strongest work. Why am I not surprised? Useless. I'm doing my best. Your best is magically incompetent. 7 scoffs, like he's already tired of us. The door bows inward, my protection spell gutters like a dying candle. 7 exhales through his nose, already moving. Catch. I blink at the sunlight. Wait, you just carry this around? I like night walks. Problem? Well, at least don't have us in complete fucking darkness when the ghosts thrill on it. The beam swings toward Tiskers, illuminating his unimpressed expression. Wow, I'm a lampstand. But Tiskers, I want to be normal. He mimics a high-pitched whine. The mocking was unnecessary. The door explodes inward with a sound like a car hitting a brick wall. Hinges shrieking, and suddenly she's there. Mary. I'm like, never mind, I'm gonna turn my lights back on. Absolutely fucking not. Oh, hell no. Sleep? What is sleep? I'm not gonna sleep after this. pale as a corpse, wearing a dress that smells of grave soil and something rotten. Her lips are curved in a smile, too wide, too still, like someone carved it into her face. I press myself against the wall, trying to put as much space between us as possible. The flashlight in my hand crosses that moment. My hand chooses that moment to sputter, the beam flickering like a dying firefly. Of course, because ghosts and electronics mix about as well as oil and water. To my left, Tiskers expands into his scarier form, all claws and shadows. 7 shifts almost imperceptibly. What? His shoulders now blocking half my view from Mary. I'd think it's nice if I wasn't so damn scared right now. I've seen dead things before, but not like this. Not something that looks straight out of a horror movie classic. 7 breaks the silence. You shouldn't be here. Soon this abandoned dumpster will become some retirement facility, and I doubt grannies would like your company. Mary just stares, creepily unblinking like a statue. Oh, me no likey. Oh, me no like Jake, run! Mary tilted her head. Too far, her neck cracked. Like, actually bone-cracking sound. Maybe she didn't expect that reaction. I didn't expect him to act that unbothered either. Mary? Ah! Her head jerks back up with another nasty crack. You know me. The temperature dropped so fast my breath turned to fog. The floor groaned beneath us like the house itself was in pain. You know what happened. You mean the murders? The children who disappeared? The dark magic? Wait. Dark magic? The Hex Kit. Mary's smile twisted into something cruel. Yes, I've been cursed. But that's impossible. Rituals are too complex. Tisker's shadow writhing around his form. The anchor. No human could even find one, let alone bind to it. They can't reach that deep into the other side. Mary's laughter echoes. Well, it doesn't matter now. What matters is what you can do for me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course you want her damn body. Classic insidious ghost bullshit. Peak reference. Okay. Not as creepy. Wait. What? What do you want? Okay, wrong question. Her smile stretches impossibly wide. The kitty already told you. 7 steps forward, voice sharp. Nuh-uh. The only thing you're getting is a ticket straight to hell. How brave. What are you going to do? Her laughter cuts through the air sharp. Unnatural. I mean, she's got a point. What are you going to do? Punch the ghost? 7 exhales sharply, rolling his eyes at Tisker's remark. Then, before anyone can stop him, he lunges, not at Mary, but through her. Mary pulls the classic ghost poof, gone faster than I could blink. Get back here! We're not playing hide and seek. Mini game! Oh, fuck me. I'm screwed. This is it. I'm fucking cooked. What am I doing? I don't know. Just keep the light on what? I don't know where we're looking. I have no idea where we're going. I don't know where she is. Huh? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Okay. The spell faltered, the light flickered and died. Mary's laughter echoes through the attic as shadows surge forward like living ink. They wrapped around me, cold and suffocating, seeping through my skin. The vision slams into me like a physical blow, a parlor bathed in flickering candlelight, where shadows writhe on Victorian wallpaper like living things. The air is thick with the cloying scent of roses. A young woman paces by the window, her heart hammering against her ribs. Pierre should have been here by now. He swore tonight was the night. Swore we'd run. The clock strikes 12. Waiting for someone, my precious dove? I whirl. There he is, tall, smiling, leaning in the doorway like he owns the world. My breath stutters. Thank God. Pierre, you came. I thought... He bows, all grace. Your devoted servant. His hand extends. Shall we dance before we go? His music slithers from nowhere. His fingers close around mine as we move. He's perfect, effortless. I'm barely touching the floor. You're exquisite, Maria. Like a dream. When do we leave? My things are... He spins me, the room blurring. Soon. His voice drops. First, tell me, do you love me? Truly? You know I do. Even though I'm married. Even though this damns you. The words sting, but I lift my chin. Love isn't a sin. Isn't a sin. He laughs, and the sound chills my blood. Oh, Mary, sweet, naive Mary. The music twists. His grip tightens, too tight. Okay. I'm pressing. You're hurting me. I'm getting concerned with the fact that I look up and freeze. His face above me is no longer Pierre's. Something beautiful and terrible gazes down with burning eyes. I'm like backing away from my monitor. Did you really think he would choose you over his family? His reputation? His precious wife? The room tilts. What? Let go. Clary made a bargain. His voice drips with honey. She wanted you gone. And Pierre? He'll wake up tomorrow relieved. No more messy little secrets. Liar! He loves me. Men promise many things to girls who warm their beds. Right up until dawn. He spins me faster. Who are you? I whisper, who are you? Stay in the box. No! Stay in the box. No! Get out of my skin! I whisper, my voice trembling despite my efforts to stay strong. His smile widens, revealing teeth too sharp to be human. The thing people whisper to in the dark. His breath curls against my ear. The thing that answers if it fits my plans. A final spin, a dip so deep my hair brushes the floor. Please. His voice turns tender, mocking. Rest now, sweet Mary. Let the hate grow. Let it fester. You're my first step in tearing heavens down. Be honored. Yeah, okay. What the fuck? Load game. I'm just gonna see what he says. Mary, right? Because she's been Airbnb-ing this dump for decades. Totally logical. She wasn't squatting, dumbass. She was cursed, maybe? And trapped. Or killed? Erased? Seven stares at me, blinking once. Oh, ghosts, of course. Makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward. Who are you? Okay. I'm gonna save here. What happened to the kids? I just want to know. Mary's smile stretched too wide, almost too pleased. As far as I know, they were the prize. Okay. The words hang in the air, thick and suffocating. I can show you exactly how, if you take my place. Okay, I'm gonna see if there are any tips to... I'm gonna see if there are any tips to where she's gonna be hiding in the minigame, which is down. Okay. Please, I just want to know. I just want to know. Please. Please. Fuck. Okay, I guess not. This is freaking me out. Me no likey. I can show you how hell smells instead. Deal? Okay. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Me no likey. Me no likey. Wait. Huh? I don't get it. Ah! I don't know! She's starting to piss me off. She's starting to piss me off. Me no likey. How do I even do this? Okay. And then she shows up over here somewhere. Yeah. I'm original, blah 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 blah. Shut your fucking mouth! Keep your boobs to yourself. Are we done? Please! Why are you so stubborn? Really? You're asking? I have my reasons. I just want a second chance. I'm sorry, we can't help you. You will regret that. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Oh, thank God. I've never been so stressed in my entire life. Mary's scream is not sound, but something palpable. It claws against my eardrums, scraping at the inside of my skull. For one terrifying second, the world whites out into a high-pitched ring. 1 second, she's across the room. The next, her hand is buried in Seven's chest. Not through flesh, but into it. Tisker lunges, and it's too late. She's fully in his... Ah! Okay. Relax. Seven jerks. His head arches like a snapped bowstring, veins bulging black and under his skin spreading fast. A guttural scream tears out of him, but it's Mary's voice layered over his own. This isn't possible! Then light. Golden cracks split Seven's skin, not wounds, but radiance under his skin. Mary's shriek cuts out mid-screech as Seven slams a fist against his own sternum. Damn ghosts. He coughs more. When he looks up, his eyes are his own again. Flinty, annoyed, and glinting with something. What are you? Seven folds forward, coughing violently. He spits blood tinged with something black as ash onto the floor. This is not a good time to ask questions. Excuse me. He rolls his shoulders with a series of audible pops, breathing hard but steadily. But steady. I'm not some ghost hotel. Tisker and I freeze. I've seen possessions before. I've watched them burn people out of the inside like fuse wire. But this, Seven just shook it off as if it were indigestion. What? Was that the plan? Bait her into trying to possess you? No. Just getting a hold of it would have been enough. But you had to be a goddamn witch and make the whole thing harder. I huff slightly. Are you going to bitch about this now? Seven doesn't answer, just thuds onto his back on the filthy floor, arms splayed, clearly done with everything. I hesitate. I'd like to go home, make a cup of warm coffee, and forget about the situation. However, it would be mean to just leave. I sigh and reluctantly sit down next to him. I'm just gonna save here, just in case there are any branching options later, so I don't have to do the fucking minigame. Because me no like it! I hesitate. I'd like to go home, make a cup of warm oh, okay. I'd just like to leave. I sigh reluctantly and sit down next to him. Bruh. Tis. Pillow mode. Excuse you? Tis. Ugh, fine. You owe me for this. Aw, that's cute. Weren't familiars supposed to be like slaves or something? Who are you calling a slave? I'm an anchor, not a damn object. I rub my temple. Yeah, he's more like a guide, but which familiar dynamics vary? Huh. Are there many of you? Not really? Not as far as I know. Huh. The attic presses in around us, thick with dust and weight of abandoned things. The only light comes from my flashlight. Its beam cutting a shaky path through the dark. Silence stretches, broken only by the creaks of floorboards and the soft shh of Tisker's paws. Hey. His voice is quieter now, almost hesitant. About earlier. I tilt my head slightly, waiting. I was rude. As far as I know, witches are nasty. Though just looking at you should have made it clear you're about as dangerous as a kitten. The admission seems to cost him something. His pride visibly wrestling his conscience. Isn't that an apology? It's an observation. Was that even an apology? He didn't say sorry. Seven flips him off without looking. Shut it, furball. Good. That's done. Now, you wouldn't happen to know anything about certain dreams, would you? There's something in his tone that makes me pause. The question hangs heavier than it should. but my brain's still too fried to untangle it. Dreams? You mean what dreams are? A fascinating neurological phenomenon where humans hallucinate for 8 hours straight. No. Seventh sigh is weighted, almost tired. I hum. My dreams. Mine have been off lately too. The conscience itches. I'm curious if our dream problems are similar, but I definitely don't trust him enough to lay it out right now. File that for later. So, you're... what? Holy? The words feel almost childish, as if it leaves my lips. There's no other word to describe the raw power I'd felt emanating from him earlier. Where the fuck did I even put my glasses, actually? My vision's been kind of off lately. I feel like I should be wearing my glasses more often, but sometimes I just kind of forget about it. He huffs slightly at first, then laughs. Full-on laughter. Whatever keeps me alive. Does the label matter? I'm serious! He groans, the sound warm and rough. Saint is too strong a word. I'm more like a dinner that demons would gladly eat. Already tired of this conversation. But I guess it might seem like I'm some low-key Jesus. Minus the wine tricks. Though, fuck, I wish. He's blessed. Makes him good at sending things that should stay dead to where they belong. People marked with divine power, either for past merits or gods were having fun. You know that those high and mighty have their mind. You never know what those high and mighty have on their mind. I tilt my head slightly. How old are you exactly? Since you're an alcoholic? Seven scoffs, wiping blood from his lip. June and I are the same age. Tiskers flicks his tail, unimpressed. And how long have you been 18? The air stills. Seven's glare could melt steel. But there's no real heat behind it, just that familiar deflection. What the fuck you mean? Are we hinting at Twilight? Ah! I'm 17. How long have you been 17? Tisker's ear twitches. I'm not just a cat. You might dress like a teenager who never outgrew his emo face. But your eyes? Those got mileage. A deliberate pause. You're at least 22. Maybe older. Seven's expression doesn't change. Then a sharp, humorless laugh. Wow. Okay. First off, rude. Second, what the hell kind of cat are you? So, you're older than you look. He side-eyes me, exhaustion wearing with amusement. And you're pushier than you look. What's next? My social security number? Nah, I was more thinking about the digits on the back of your bank card. Tisker's yawn. We should peel the truth out of you, metaphorically or not. Try it. See what happens. I exhale sharply, cutting through the tension. Okay, enough. I poke Seven's shoulder. You don't want to talk. Fine. Here you go. Dumb decisions all over again. Even ever consider he might be hiding something more than just his age? And threatening him will help? He's got his reasons. Tiskers rolls his eyes. Here we go again. Trusting everyone. Seven stands abruptly, wincing as his ribs protest. Enough. Let's get the hell out of here. Can you walk? Yeah, I'll manage. Sorry, I've been useless. Yeah. Let this be a lesson. Raw talent means nothing without proper training. Though I suppose nearly dying is one way to learn. Shut up. Just shut up. Tisker's tail flicks dismissively, a smirk curling his feline features. Oh, someone's feeling feisty. The stairs groan under our weight as we descend, each creak stretching the silence between us. My legs move on autopilot. Meanwhile, my mind keeps replaying it all in jagged fragments. Mary's scream, how the shadows had clung to Seven like living things. Those golden cracks splitting his skin like something divine bursting through. That's got to take some time to digest. To be continued. Okay, I will admit this is kind of peak. I kind of want to see what happens. Wait, didn't I save the option? Oh, I kind of want to see what happens if I pick Damien. 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 I'm clicking! He called you princess, didn't he? I freeze, my hand tightening around the edge of the bedspread. How do you know that? I have ears, remember? You're the only one who doesn't listen around here. And I don't like it. It's probably just a nickname. Tiskers narrows his eyes, his tail flicking again. Maybe. Or maybe he's a creep. Or maybe he's a creep. Tiskers hops onto my stomach, making himself comfortable. People don't use words like that so casually. Words like that, blah, blah, blah. He lets out a frustrated breath, flopping back onto the bed. Great. Another thing to stress about. Exactly what I needed. Relax, princess. I'm just looking out for you. You're far too trusting and clueless about relationships between humans. Why can't my life just be normal for once? Because you're a witch. Plus, normal isn't as fun to watch. Despite the lightness in his words, I can't help but roll my eyes. Great. Glad my life is entertaining for you. Always, my dear. Always. Now pet me. I demand attention. Whoever fucking drew that. You're a genius. That's genius. Dare I say it's peak. Majestic being. You look like you got stuck mid-roll and gave up. Tiskers narrows his eyes, but the effect is ruined by the ridiculous way his tongue pokes out just slightly, making him look silly. Your mockery doesn't work on me. Now scratch behind the ears. You know the spot. He's just a blob. You look like you're a malfunction. Okay. Tisker's voice pulls me back. Bruh, I am clicking. You're doing it again. Staring off into distance thing. I know I probably changed his voice, but it's because I can't rest comfortably in certain ranges at the moment. He sprawled across my lap, one paw stretched out dramatically, his tail flicking in lazy rhythm. I'm just thinking. Overthinking, actually. It's just the dream. You're awake now. Whatever nonsense your brain cooked up can wait. It didn't feel like nonsense. It felt real. Tiskers tilts his head, studying me a moment before letting out a long, excited sigh. Fine, if it bothers you that much, think of it this way. Dreams don't lie, but they don't hand out answers either. Okay, we already went through this. I just want to... Okay. Let's go. The weak light from his bedside lamp barely touches the corners of the room. Damien lies on his bed, hugging a pillow to his chest. His face is half buried in it, the soft fabric brushing against his cheek. My sweet little princess. Oh my god! You're just as beautiful as I remember. Okay, so we have someone who doesn't... Okay, so we have a blessed motherfucker and then a creep. Okay. I'm smiling very awkwardly. Oh my god! He smiles into the pillow, letting out a quiet, breathy laugh. But he is kind of cute. I'd like to bring you here with me, where you belong. His voice softens, but not yet. No, not yet. You're so sweet, so innocent. I can't rush this. I need to be careful, patient. He pulls the pillow closer, his fingers digging into the fabric. You'll see it eventually. How perfect we are together. So that's why he was talking about babies earlier. That we're meant to be together. Destined even. To grow old, just the two of us. He catches himself laughing softly. Look at me, getting ahead of myself again. His breath catches as he presses his face deeper into the... Let me guess, that's my fucking pillow. You remember, don't you? I know you do. Deep down, somewhere in that beautiful mind of yours, it's all there, waiting. Something changes in his expression. Harder, more focused. His grip tightens. You're mine. Always have been. Those eyes, that smile. I hope I didn't frighten you today. He sighs. I tried to be gentle. He nuzzles the pillow, his blush deepening as his thoughts spiral, voice getting breathier. But you will forgive me even if I slip out, won't you? Slip up, won't you? Fuck, I can read. Wait, what did you? Fuck, I clicked. You're so kind. A quiet laugh escapes him, muffled by the pillow, but no less unsettling. Princess. My princess. His hand clenches around the pillow as if the only thing keeping him grounded. I can't wait. But I will. I have to. Just this once. Because I won't let you choose him again. Oh, okay! His voice drops into a whisper, the words heavy with promise. This time, you'll see. You'll stay. Okay, dare I say, this is absolute cinema. I'm very excited to what comes next. I'm actually very excited for that. I'm not gonna lie, this was good. Despite the minigame, it was good. Sponsors? I like the fact that he's like phasing through the fucking thing. Anyway, I don't remember what's next on my schedule. I might actually push that back to not next week, but the week after, because my bestie might be coming over, and I might have us record something together, like, just for funsies. Because I've been meaning to do that for a while. Like, the Siren Head fucking visual novel has been staring at me in my itch.io library for a while now. And we've been meaning to do that, and I don't want to let the PNG tuber go to waste. So that might be happening next week, and who knows what else fuck-ass thing I might post. Who knows? Still working on if I can get Haunting Ground on my laptop, and if I can, I will definitely be showing you guys, because, again, dare I say, it's one of the more peak Capcom games in my opinion. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!